Welcoming you back to Crypto's Juiciest News, baby dolls. Don't forget to keep gambling. Only losers stop gambling. You and I are here all against the world. We've got Michael Saylor buying more BTC. You and I are in the ticky sideways poopy McPoop action area once again, like we always are. We've got Zach XBT. Apparently, friends, another miracle has happened. So you can tell all your friends and family about that one. Jesus did not just resurrect from the dead. We now have somebody else. It was a crypto scammer who apparently is meant to be dead, killed by a missile, but now he's walking. So I've got that coming your way. We have more stablecoin super cycle stuff. We're going to talk a bit about Charmly. We've got ChatGPT stuff. We've got the land of Thais, not shirt land, not underwear pants land, Thailand, allowing some cryptocurrency adoption. They're actually trialing something for tourists, which is going to be very interesting to do with converting crypto to local currency. All of that coming your way and more. Of course, we're going to start with BTC monthly candle. It's 116,000. It's still a green monthly candle. I'm going to go through some blockchain backer charts. I just want to give you an overall, friends, an overall sense of Pumpy G confirmation that you and I are going to make it. And I got to use the B word, but I'm just telling you, Uncle Bobby Lucas, that's another B word, and blockchain backer, that's another B word. They're starting to move the goalposts just a wee bit. So just every single time we get to this point, like, are we going to do the pump part, please? Oh, every single time, man. No, we're just going to move. We're just going to move the goalpost just a little bit. Oh, man, here we go. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. So here's Ethereum, friends. Meth is still on the rise. Contact your local dealer. So we have 4,350 for meth. It's running out of the supply stores, you know what I mean? I'm going to find an alternative for that. We have ETH out there. Cracking on still through the triangle. Gonna need a while to go through. This is the daily chart for BTC, friends. So, you know, obviously we're just doing the skitsy zone, but just notice and pay attention to this deep pullback thing. It is very, very, very deep. Hopefully it's some sort of higher low. What I'll do now, just quickly, I'll jump to it and I'll just show you blockchain backers fractal stuff, okay? Because it's kind of not looking like the thing in the past. This is what happens every time, man. We got a fractal. We're like, oh, but it's following. It's not following anymore, okay? Still kind of there. It's still good. But friends, I really believe it's the Homer Simpson, it's still good scene. You remember that? I played it for you before as well. So yeah, it's this, friends. It's still airborne. It's still good. We have the cute pig going through the air. Oh man, great times, friends.
It's just a little dirty. It's still good.
So just running around everywhere, saying it's still good. It even lands through the dam.
It's just a little airborne. It's still good.
Oh man, that's literally our hopes and dreams of the crypto. It's fine. So I'm just going to show you the fractal here. This is blockchain backers charts, right? So I'm going to show the square of where we're meant to be. Oh man, friends, isn't it funny? It just finds a way to get you a bit hopeful that this is going to be it, and then it just crushes your dreams. How many times I've been through this, dude? It's like every single step of the way. See this deep pullback that we just got here. I mean, like, oh man, it's kind of funny. Look at this one. It breaks up and it just goes up only, and then we're gonna go up, and then okay, come down. And look what happened here. We break up. We thought this is it. We go down. Oh my gosh, we're like still stuck in this freaking range, man. Oh boy, what do we do? Well, he still says, oh no, technically this is ABCDs and it all looks the same, and I'll just the cracks are starting to show. You know what I mean? Like the cracks are starting to show a bit. We're starting to see a bit of like, you know, oh no, it doesn't matter, a bit of wishy-washy. Also, friends, I want to show you Uncle Bobby Lucas. I'll go through this again in Yummy Update, but see his chart pattern here. He's basically got us going sideways, ticky down, and then go up. And some of you are saying, oh, sorry, but that's still good because we peak in December. No. A few months ago, Uncle Bobby Lucas had us peaking now, man. You know what I mean? Like, we're meant to be peaking September, October. right? That's the 4-year cycle symmetry. Now it's like, oh, okay, December. Oh, man, it's happening again, isn't it? Just get your hopes up or for it to crumble. I'm just going to quickly show you as well. This is the total crypto market cap. Total crypto went straight to the all-time high and now it's doing this little rejection part off it. So hopefully this is still crawling up. You notice how they're just making higher lows, which is okay. You know, up, down, higher, low. Like we've gone back down and we're going to finally bust it up. Now, this to show you, friends, you know, it's all got to do with the business cycle, right? But before the business cycle even, you know, moves in that month, there is a price action from the racist Russell 2000, who still does not have a white Caucasian friend. So the racist Russell, it's actually right here. We go check it out. The racist Russell, if you do a Fibonacci, it is exactly at this 78.6. So just battling around here. So we probably, we need to see, I wouldn't even need to, it would happen at the same time. Okay, when this thing like just charges on through, it just like has this spike up candle, Bitcoin and Ethereum will probably be breaking out. You know what I mean? Maybe Ethereum's on its way to 5,000 or punching on through. Yeah, so we just need to see that as well. The Dow Jones as well had its highest weekly close, but it's sitting at the high. It's doing that stop at the high garbage out here. So yeah, we're basically back to just, you know, resetting and waiting. Here we have Bitcoin's weekly chart. The 21 EMA is $108,000. So like, you know, can this thing go sideways for a few weeks and then get this thing to catch up? And then it taps it anyway. Yeah, I mean, like pretty much what are we meant to do, man? We've been waiting forever and ever and ever and ever. Things are starting to heat up here. I'm going to show you the Bitcoin McDominance. We are still very, very, very high at 59%. It's still battling around this zone. A lot of people, you know, obviously, friends, everyone's running out of patience after a long time, but we've got the final boss coming up. I've made a video, friends. I made a special bonus, actually my 7th video of the day. Okay, I can't believe it. But yeah, the 7th video of the day, it was the final boss might be the crypto 4-year cycle. You should, of course, you should watch all my videos. Very, very, very high value. I mean, look at these, by the way. I believe a cycle. I am willing to round trip this whole cycle for another 4 years. So I want to show you that type of brazen confidence is super, super, super rare. Nobody says that. Okay, I say that. Okay, because I'm just showing you this is what it takes to make it. I'm winning a round trip. That's it. I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap. Yeah, 4 or 5. I don't give a shit. But it's kind of like just to tell you, right? Like at the tops, everyone's going to be saying that. You know, that's what's going to be. Now I'm saying it. I get the tops. Everyone's like, "Hey, don't worry, we're gonna make it back. It's all gonna be great." And then you're like, "Wait a minute, wait. Who are these new people? What do you mean round trip the 4-year cycle? You've bought the top. What do you mean round trip? You know, you never made any money in the first place. You're putting in a lot of money at the top." And then you realize their round trip is like a 30% drop from here, right? Because they've been buying the tops. You know, that's what we might get to, but we haven't got there yet. As well, the final boss, friends, it might actually be the 4-year cycle. Okay, so you know, you should watch that video. I go through. There's a lot of comments, a lot of Twitter comments. There's a lot of YouTube comments. Everyone's, friends, even Google search terms for 4-year cycle has gone parabolic. Everyone's searching up 4-year cycle, which means everyone's thinking of selling. Okay. Every single person's thinking of selling. Everyone wants to sell. Everyone wants to sell in October. For some reason, everyone's nominated October. And everyone else is like, okay, if it's not October, it'll be November, December. Just, something's going to have to get them out. Something has to get them out. I don't want it to be like that, but by the way, friends, I want everyone to believe this time is different and that we're going to run forever. The thing is, no one thinks we're going to run forever. Literally, but just, a couple of big KOs. No one thinks we're going to run forever. Right now, everyone's got 4-year cycle. So if everyone thought we're going to run forever, why aren't people searching up 5-year cycle or extended cycle or lengthening cycle? No one's searching that. They're all searching 4-year cycle because they're all ready to dump. Well, how's that going to play out? You know, I'll just tell you from my market experience, and if you've been watching me on the channel, I mean, this is what always happens to us. We get here and we're like, okay, either we go up and we dampen a bit, or we just literally barely get the party started and we just poop. We always get the second scenario, right? We always hope we're going to pump up really hard and then we dampen. No. We just get the scenario. Okay, that's what happens. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe this time is different. Maybe it really lures them into the 4-year cycle and they get ready to sell. Because this is usually what happens, friends. Is like, oh, 4-year cycle, 4-year cycle, 4-year cycle. And then everyone gets out here. You're like, hey, 4-year cycle, time's up. You know, this whole thing's a scam. Nothing works. That's usually how it plays out, right? And then it's some sort of rinsing event. The others BTC chart, we are still on 2 green others BTC monthly candles in a row. We've had 2 before, so this is like absolutely nothing, man. There's nothing to worry about. I don't really give a crap about any of these. Like, what I mean by that, like, obviously we care, but it's just there's no one's feeling good at all. You know, oh, bullish. No one's feeling good. Okay, when people feel good, there's actions that they do. You know what I mean? They're not doing it right now. I'm going to go through some more news fans, but it's very important for you to see the SOL-eth ratio is still bleeding. It is still low. It is still dog shit. And it is down, okay, 51%. Yeah. If you own soy, good luck to you. Try consider a high protein diet. You don't have to order a soy latte. You know what I mean? You can get skim milk. You know what I mean? You can get full cream. You can get something else. You know what I mean? You can even try the almond milk. You know what I mean? If you're lactose intolerant. Okay, so you don't have to get soy lattes. Just letting you know, there is a life beyond sitting in the hotel cuck chair. Okay, there is a life waiting for you, a life of respect and dignity. Okay, now SOL-eth going down. We all know, friends of it. Like, friends, 50% in crypto from the top ain't a discount, bro. 50% from the top is the beginning of the nightmare in most scenarios. So good luck with you when it comes to that. The pulse to soy ratio is so close to flipping green. Wow. We're so close to flipping green, friends. Once this flips green, what will happen? We're going to be tagging our friend Ivan, the technologist. Ivan, the great, tall technologist. Very, very tall. Very, very technology maxi. And we'll be letting him know, hey, Ivan, your BSI indicator is probably a shorter and tighter band than the weekly super trend. It's yours thing, his indicator, right? That the one that you can buy. And it's just a tighter super trend. So if mine flips green, yours definitely has flipped green already. I wonder if he's going to rotate back in. I wonder what he would do. Now, if I was Ivan, and this is me, friends, and I'm a punter. Okay, I'm a big punter, so I would not take any of my advice. I don't give financial advice, okay? You can go suck a fat one. You can go get banana eating advice. That's what you can take. I don't give financial advice. But if I was Ivan, I would, as soon as this flips, I would get the leverage on Pulse. Okay, so you can think whatever that is. It PDI? Is it PWBTC? Is it Hex? Is it Inc? Is it PulseX? Is it all of them? Yeah, that's technically they're all the leverage on Pulse stuff out here. And I'll split them up, hoping that they outperform PLS. But it doesn't mean it's guaranteed, you know what I mean? So but you got to spend time and research into that. But when you're really, really busy, it's nearly impossible. So most people don't want to complicate it. But we'll see. We'll see if they're going to get back in. Now, Pumpkin, I'm going to show you the copper-gold ratio. Remember, friends, this is kind of like an indicator for the economy. When this goes up, it's usually showing you the PMI is going up because, you know, copper's a metal, you know, metal for business use case. You know, so you sprinkle copper in your coffee, you put copper in your shampoo, you probably, you know, cut it up with some carrots and cucumbers and have it some salad, right? So that's showing you that the economy is booming when that happens. But still, when we did this big capitulation, because Donald Trump came out and said, you know what, copper, you can go to hell. We're going to tax you. So it's still sitting around here, man. This is just this sucks, man. Why are you still this low? You should be reversing up like here. See what it was doing before, man? It was reversing, friends. We're on the way to Valhalla. We're like, oh no, the business cycle is going to repeat. It's like every single time it comes to our spotlight. Hey, can we like end this 4.5 years of misery? Nope. Okay. I'll come back. I'll ask another time. And don't forget, friends, it's not going to be so easy if you're sitting there and you're sitting there, you're in pain. We're all in pain, okay? In pain, boredom, everything. Yeah, it's been literally gone. It's the longest cycle ever. It's the worst cycle ever so far. Yeah, technically, the news has been the best in terms of like, oh, the president approves, but ROI has been the worst of all time. Literally the worst of all time. See, Bitcoiners thought we're going to be breaking the high and really soon it's going to be amazing. Nope, the worst ROI of all time. Everything's been the lowest returns of all time. Literally everything, okay? And then you still have, it's tough to navigate because how are you going to manage? You have like Copers, like Ben Copen saying, you know, Ethereum, you all go home to $500, Ethereum. When you have all this, it creates a lot of pressure on people because when an alt season does happen, they got no idea what the hell they're going to buy. They think they got like, oh, I've only got to buy these 3 coins to go up. No, you don't, dude. The 3 coins that you know, they have extraordinarily diminished ETH BTC or BTC ratio gains on the agenda. Extraordinarily diminished. And everyone knows about them. And you got all these hedge funds and all these other trash companies who are like over leveraged, who are going to be dumping the crap out of it every time it goes up. That's not where the edge is. So, you know what? They're all going to learn the hard way. Now, friends, let's crack on as well. Remember, I've shown you the 4-year cycle is the final boss. It feels like the final boss. It's that 4-year cycle. Everyone believes in it. Everyone's talking about it. Here you have Trayvon, who I think he looks like he's aged about 28 years in the past 2 months. Bitcoin 60,000, ETH 1,000, Sol $70. I don't know. I haven't had a chance because 3 hours. I haven't had a chance. I don't know if he's calling the end or he believes 4-year cycle's done or that's just clickbait. I don't know when it comes to that title. Now let's crack on, friends. As you know, so I'm an underpants land guy. Okay, I like the land of underpants. We have them right here. Okay, remember, we have another land out there, not underpants land. We have Thailand. Okay, some of you like shirt land. I like Thailand as well. They're launching a program to allow tourists to convert crypto to the local currency. This is juicy because now we're finally seeing a country come out and they go, I wonder what happens to our tourism if we let people spend their crypto. That'll be fun. Just like they just support it everywhere. Does that mean people come in, they just start spending stuff in their wallets and things out here to come in? That'd be great, friends. I mean, it entices a lot of people because now actually what you can do is you can go to just different countries, just go spend the new experiences and everything out here. And it'll be a very interesting debacle because friends, with the power of crypto, you just got to know 12 words in your head. Yeah, so a government can't stop you moving the crypto to another country. Okay, so here's another thing. If you're a country, you want everybody else to come and spend yours, right? So let's say you're the land of Thais, yeah? Thailand, right? They don't care if someone from the land of Greenland hasn't paid taxes in their country. They don't give a crap. They're like, hey, just come spend it here, dude. Just literally come spend it here, you know? Just be careful about with a fly. You know, always, friends, there's always that mysterious death of like, you know, the middle-aged gray-haired dude who's always like flying with like his young Thai wife and he mysteriously dies. You know what I mean? Then she gets like, you know, his life insurance stuff when they're like doing the paragliding at the beach. Just be careful of that stuff. Yeah, but you can pretty much do everything else, right? Maybe you want to go to a family-friendly ping pong show. Okay, so very family-friendly ping pong show in Thailand where obviously you'll be watching the great ping pong tournament. So if you're going to a ping pong show, you know, spend your local Thai currency and you can use crypto now. It boosts the economy. Think about, friends, every country will want it. Every country with tourism wants it. They're like, screw paying taxes in another country. We don't care about that. Just come spend it here. Right? That'd be very, very nice. Very nice for everyone. And we're starting to see this like renaissance period of everything out here. It'd be great. It won't last forever, but it's going to be interesting. Also, friends, speaking of underpants, remember LadyHviid, she lost the bet to Eric Wall. So she gave him her crusty underpants, used underpants. And yeah, so I just wanted to bring your attention to PulseChain prices here. We're still moving sideways, doing nothing as usual. We had millions and millions of dollars breach into PulseChain, $5 million plus. And obviously I've started like an inside kind of funny joke for everyone out here, so you know. So we just keep saying it's Tang Gang because Tang Gang, they're like almost like basically I think bottom capitulated in PulseChain. You know, and they moved to Chia, but now that, you know, the money's bridging back in. So we're having fun with that, friends. Obviously, because inside a joke, because obviously the funds, the $5 million of funds, they've come from Tornado Cash, anonymous sources. No one knows where they come from. That's why, like, a lot of people holding, they just like, a lot of people just don't want other people to front run already because we need a literal 12x from here to be break even in your Bitcoin value. Okay, I think we only need if you go, so that's the Pulse BTC ratio, but if you want to see, we can actually check out the Pulse ETH ratio, and I have the chart right here. This is it. We need from here, we need about a 4.5x on PulseChain. So yeah, so Ethereum can't move. PulseChain has to do 4.5x. It gets it to about 2.5x SAC price. Now you're back to break even from over 4 years ago. Break even. So you have literally zero gains. So hopefully that happens fast. But yeah, well, that's why a lot of people, they feel trash because they're like, hey, I know what everyone's thinking because we all say it. Everyone says, they go, well, I've waited 4.5 years. I'm down 75% against ETH. You're down 92% against Bitcoin. You have not been rewarded for delaying gratification. In fact, it's been like the worst deal of all time. That's what everyone feels, but can't do anything, friends. That's it. We'll top signal, man. There's nothing you can do, man. That's it. There's nothing we could do. You just got to accept that we're the top signal of 2021. PulseX, friends, was the $1 billion ICO raise. You know my exotic top signal? Yeah, guess what? We were the top signal. December 2021, this raised 1.1 billion. Yeah, and then PulseChain was raising 650 million. So we were the intergalactic top signal. Okay, there's nothing we can do about it. Been waiting forever. And yes, I don't like talking like this, but it also is true. Everything is literally still crushed. Everything, right? And then you might say, hey, but PulseChain, it's crushed more than anything else. Okay, yeah, well then you can lead to yourself to just, I'll just do mindless speculation here. Could be Richard dumping on anonymous wallets, dude. It could be literally him saying, hey, I'm going to take the liquidity before these other chumps do, so that when they sell the bottom, they're out at literal pennies, so that when I thrash it back in, like you see maybe in a tornado cash coming in, it's so much easier just to send it back up. They go, yeah, there's pain now, but I've got to, you know, obviously, why would it come out and tell you that? Ruins the whole plan. You see what I mean, friends? So you just got to trust the plan. It's trust, it's belief. I get it. That's everything we do. Like if you're not on board for this, go buy Avalanche or something out here. You know what I mean? Go buy Polygon. Just, oh, I'm still on board with this. This is it. You trust the plan. I trust he knows what he's doing. By the way, he could see stablecoin super cycle from 4+ years ago. That's why also, friends, if you notice, people in PDI community trust the plan a lot more than everyone else, because a lot of other people who think PDI is like word zero, which are obviously wrong about, okay, they say, oh no, Richard's going to rotate all the funds for me to come and dump on him and leave. You know what I mean? Like they have this one-dimensional thinking. They're not able to see the forest from the leaves. All right, now we have a record number of Ethereum shorts on the CUC Mercantile Exchange as well, friends. So record number of shorts, record number of positions open. But also, friends, another thing as well. When you see like there's a record number of shorts, there are a lot of cuckold scum shorts, but also what they do is, friends, they're beta male scum. So what they do is they will buy Ethereum spot and then they'll sell it on that future. So they're not net short. You get it? You might say, but show me, how much money could you possibly make doing that? Get ready to laugh. It's about 10 to 17% per year. So it's absolutely, it's rubbish. You can say, why do people do it? Well, you tell me. Why do people sit in the hotel cuck chair? Right? Why do they do that? Okay. Why do dudes, I don't know, get on all fours at the shopping center and get that lady with stilettos to just keep kicking him in the nuts? I don't know, guys. People are into that, friends. People just like self-humiliation. Don't know what it is. Okay, some people get off to it. It is what it is. Some people just like seeing an Ethereum asset with a 300% upside and only getting 15% for a freaking year. It is what it is. Michael Chad Saylor has bought 430 more Bitcoin for $51 million. Now, there is something which is extremely critical. In his post, he made a reply and no one read the reply. I read the reply. He made the reply. He made like another posting. He goes, oh, we've updated our conditions. Anyway, like, well, what do you mean conditions? I checked it. Okay, so this is, friends, I'm telling you, it's a Ponzi, man. Okay, we're going to keep running into the mania. So initially what they did is they were getting too many warnings. They go, hey, man, you're starting to do a bit too much leverage. Like, we're scared how this might blow up. So what everybody said to them was like, okay, why don't we put a condition so that you tell the market, if MicroStrategy's price, if it's not expensive enough, if it's cheap, under a certain value, the NAV, if it's under a certain number, you're not going to raise money to buy Bitcoin. Okay, you're not going to take on more leverage. Okay, so what was the number? The NAV was 2.5. Okay, because they thought man, it's literally that their confidence is so much. They thought the NAV, the NAV, is going to go up to 2.5 and 3.5 again. No, it's not, bro. It's downtrending over time. Okay, it's downtrending over time. It used to be like 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. It's downtrending over time. They really think it's going to go back up. It ain't going to go back up. All right. So, well, look, maybe it does. I doubt it, man. I doubt it. All right. So now what happens is they're in a pickle. They go, well, we've got to keep buying more Bitcoin because our business doesn't make money, pretty much, and we've got to service these debts, but we've got to have as much Bitcoin as we can. So what do we do? Well, he's added a condition. They've added the condition is they'll still raise money if it's profitable for the company to do it. So basically just left a little door there. where they go, as if our NAV, so remember friends, the NAV, the NAV is 1.4. Yeah, they said, if it's under 2.5, we won't do it. We're not going to be naughty. But now they've said, but we're allowed to be just a bit naughty. Okay, now remember, what is NAV? It's the value of the Bitcoin on their balance sheet as a multiple. Okay, so right now it's 1.403, just keeps downticking, which pretty much means it's 40% more expensive on their balance sheet. Okay, that's what they're doing. They're just like endlessly diluting MicroStrategy, just raising as much money as they can and then promising everybody yield. It's Ponzi stuff, bro. It's Ponzi stuff. It goes, hey, what are you, a fixed income guy? Okay, cool. I've got a 9% Ponzi yield for you. What are you used to? 4% because you're a cuck? I know you are. You look like a cuck. You're a Bond dude. Okay, sweet. Here's the 9% Ponzi yield for you. See what I mean? So Bitcoin, friends, Bitcoin right now is like 116,000, but on their balance sheet, it's 162,000. Right, so that's what they try to take advantage of, but it's very, very dangerous, right? How easy that thing can fluctuate. That's why they were saying before, if NAV is above 2.5, that means we're super, super healthy, and then we'll raise money, but it's never going to get there again, pretty much. It ain't going to get there. As you move throughout, so this is very, it's the answer is obvious and clear. It's just that no one believes it. Right? Like there is a cycle of sorts, yeah? There is an altcoin rotation. Altcoins are the infrastructure of Bitcoin. It all happens. It's all there. It's just that these people, when they come in, they are rewarded with the dopamine of green candles, and they never needed to know about it. Basically, you buy Bitcoin and it just goes up, and whatever adoption of belief you have and your model of the world, you think, my model of the world works. You see what I mean? That's why it's almost like it's really dangerous if you just get into anything and just goes up only, because you basically get rewarded a dopamine hit for the wrong stuff, very wrong stuff. Like, I don't have to do much work. Everything goes up, right? That's where it becomes very, very dangerous, okay? So they are going to raise more money later on. Now, right now, if you can go to Saylor Tracker, it's still, to me, it's still okay. It's still okay, but I don't want to jinx it, right? It's still okay. 73,300 is his average price. It's going to get dangerous somewhere. Something's going to have to crack. You know what I mean? Like, he has no off button, man. They're just going to keep looking for money infinitely. ZachXBT, friends. Remember, I told you there's a miracle. So we got to call up the Pope and let him know another miracle has happened. Okay? Another resurrection, friends. So ZachXBT is reporting. So there is a scam company called, there's a WhiteRock Engineer. His team declared that the founder, he was killed by a missile. So they declared a missile came and blew him up. I think he said he's in Israel or Palestine or something. And then ZachXBT posts a picture and they showed that his wallet is now active. So I guess he accidentally logged on. He checked his what he was active. So what happened is he just came and just logged into something. Okay, the engineer who you claim passed away by a missile is still active on GitHub and Trello. Seems he must have revived from the dead, and it's truly a miracle. Oh, man. Yeah, so we got to call everyone up, let them know, man. We've seen some greatness here. Now, they did steal $30 million as well. So, this is what happens, friends. His name was Ildar Ilham. He was arrested in the UAE over the $30 million ZK casino scam. One of the scammers behind this operation is a Twitter user called DerivativesMonke, who spent 3 to 6 months in jail and is now out and back to tweeting as usual. So obviously I've put that in, friends. That's why it's juiciest crypto news. So DerivativesMonke, he's still on Twitter. He came back on. He spent, I think, oh my gosh, he follows me. Okay, so yeah, he spent 3 to 6 months in jail. Wow, it's even funny, friends. He updated his picture to have jail of his little monkey here. Well, this is it, man. This is it. So he's back on tweeting and yeah. Oh man, he gets a lot of, like, every post he does is like straight aggression. Don't think this applies to you, little bro. Truth hurts, facts don't lie. Artard, you're one of the biggest scammers here. Oh, you're baiting hard. This wigger launched a protocol, closed the bridge after the people bridged in $30 million. Oh, wow, is that what happened? That's how the scam happened. Oh, my gosh, man. So people bridged in and they closed the bridge. Can't get out. Man, that's wild. That's wild. Yeah, so, man, it's crypto, friends. Just, you know, I like, the thing is, when we say scammer, I don't even have any hatred in my heart or violence. Like it's just literally everywhere. It's just littered everywhere. You know, it's like, friends, if you see, let's say, like if you go to a rat's nest in a sewer and there's like 400 rats, you find a one rat, you can't get angry at that little rat because you just desensitized to like all the rats around. They're like, well, you know, you just want to get out of here. That's what crypto's like. We don't have enough demand for stuff out here. But hopefully things change. Remember, don't be a loser, keep gambling. That's our mantra. US Treasury Secretary Bessent, Scotty Boo Bessent, he said stablecoins could unlock financial access for billions worldwide. Scotty, you wouldn't happen to have access to an infinite money printer, would you? Yeah. And he also said stablecoins are going to expand dollar access for billions across the globe. Yeah. Remember, friends, having a stablecoin in your wallet, you now have a bank account anywhere. They can't turn you off. So you are literally banking the unbanked. It is Andreas Antonopoulos's purest form. He wants people to be banked. That's why Bitcoin was so powerful at the start. Cracking on with more news. ChatGPT announced they have 700 million installations around the world. They have over $2 billion in revenue since May 2023. So, man, AI is really cranking. I also saw, friends, one of these new poly-market competitors called Kashiki, I think. They have this bet. They go, by the end of, let's say, next year, either by the end of this year or next year, what's going to be the leading AI? And ChatGPT was only at 9%. There's something called Gemini. Gemini, that has like 59% in favor. And it was like $7.5 million committed to the whole pool. So, Gemini, I guess, maybe there's another AI thing and stuff out here. But you never know, man. Like, friends, if Sam Altman, if the White House is using his AI, he's in. He's in. They're literally using it. They're going to use it to manipulate all the people. Obviously, friends, I know a lot of you are starting to get a bit antsy, but it's true, man. Like, look, AI is great. But they're using it to manipulate us. We already know they are. Also, warning. They're already testing on Twitter. Man, Elon, on one hand, he's meant to be for freedom and liberty, but some of the actions, dude, he's pushing some buttons, man. Pushing some boundaries. Like, for example, Twitter, friends, it has an auto AI translate. They're testing it. And what do you think that means? It means you write something and then the AI will rewrite it after you post and you don't know it. That's wild, man. Fans, you understand how wild that is? If we have centralized servers and they go through AI, you could have a conversation with someone and something on their end, like they can just be changing words and you have no idea what is happening. Like they could replace the word apple with orange. You know what I mean? And like vice versa, man. It's just, you just never know. You literally never know when it comes to that. Circle, friends, have minted 1.25 billion USDC on Soylana in the past 7 days, but Soy-ETH ratio continues to bleed. So I've shown you the bleeding. I don't know what they're doing on it. What DeFi they're doing is probably the basic Ethereum stuff out here. I just want to give you just a quick snippet, friends. I'll just to show you what's going on. I'll cover it again later, but I went to Soylana on Dex Screener. I sorted by volume. I went to the highest volume coin, just randomly. I go, oh, what's doing the most? This is the chart. It ran up for 2 hours, and then it's down 100%. Everyone's lost all their money straight away. Gary, it's called Gary the AI thing. There you go, it's all done. Extracted. $17 million of volume. There you go. On to the next one. That's literally, I couldn't even make this up, man. That's the whole thing there. That's the whole thing. So, it's funny, man. But, these kids, pimple-faced kids, they're going to have to get a lesson in life, man. If you believe in nothing, you're going to get non-believer results. More news, friends. Tom Lee, his Bitmine company, now owns 1.52 million ETH. So there's 120 million ETH supply. Bitmine have 1.52 million. That's big, over 1%, man. And they want to get to 5 million. So hopefully we do get there. So all our bags get to pump. It's pretty hard for them to get that much. But hopefully you keep trying. Crypto influencer Charles Parks III, he has been sentenced to 1 year in prison for $3.5 million of crypto jacking. Now I'm going to check him out. I think he looks like an albino African-American. Is he? I don't know. You let me know. But what's crypto jacking? I thought like Did you hijack a car and steal crypto out of the tire or something? I don't even think, is he a real criminal? What he did, friends, is he subscribed to cloud hosting web servers and he secretly used them to mine Bitcoin. Yeah. So he made $1 million in profits doing it, I guess, over the years. But it was a $3.5 million bill. So, yeah, $3.5 million of crypto changing, but yeah, netted $1 million of profits. So, yeah, man, it's wild, right? Yeah, I don't know. I've got. Does anyone know? Did he actually like really steal, or is he just like taking electricity out here? Right? I don't know. Technically, it is. Well, I get it from the law, but you know, when we just saw someone get $30 million to bridge in, and they closed the bridge and they stole everybody's money, and he did 6 months in jail. You know what I mean? Like it's a different level of crime here, and we're just watching rugs pump and dumps. This is different. Man. I feel this one's just a bit different. It's a bit on the grey area. And here we have BNC have raised BNB holdings from 200,000 to 325,000, holding the largest BNB treasury. Remember, it's a treasury super cycle out there as well. More crypto altcoins will be accumulated. All the Bitcoin maxis are going to keep laughing all the way until Bitcoin dominance is finally low enough to make them capitulate. Here we have Bowmore. Bowmore is not Bow less, Bowmore. They are launching their first tokenized whiskey collection of Avalanche. So this is, I want to throw this in because it's just funny because no one asked for this, no one cares, but I guess it's fun. Hey, whiskey token, we can tokenize whiskey. Yeah, it's gonna be cool, you know, advertising and yeah, whiskey. That men like drinking whiskey. That's for men. I'm definitely a male. But yeah, the whole issue of tokenizing things is no one really cares. The thing is, no one cares about tokenizing stuff, but it's all cute, experimental, novelty things. That's what it's here for, right? The biggest thing you want to care about tokenizing, obviously, your bank account, which is the stablecoin super cycle. Yeah, and that's real world asset tokenizing stuff. Here that unlocks the biggest amount of money. Everything else is just novelty. Hopefully, our bags pump. An Ethereum ICO investor invested $104 on day one at 31 cents. He's now got $1.48 million from it. Pretty good. Pretty good. $100, friends. $100. Thing is, you're not sad. So, by the way, he just moved it for the first time. He never moved it since day one. He's moved it after 10 years, right? 334 ETH. The sad part is, friends, like, there wasn't that many projects back then. You could throw $100 into 15 projects. Yeah, one of them was the Ethereum. There you go, right? You don't get that now, man. Like I've just shown you, got coins that are lasting 120 minutes. It's hyper nihilistic. Nihilistic is like, you know, very bad, skeptical, black pill view of the world. Like everything's bad, everything's trash. That's the new Zoomer kid generation. They're all like that, very, very myopic, very negative view. So I don't know how that's going to translate to stuff. But look, if you're a little pimple-faced kid and you're getting copy trade dumped by Cupsy and Orangey and stuff right here in the Discord, just want to let you know one thing, okay? It's not about like your feelings. Where like, oh, I feel bad, therefore we're gonna go have Edge and make a meme coin. No, you didn't get it, dude. You didn't get it. Every asset in the world, even outside of crypto, every asset, stocks, real estate, gold, every asset in the world only goes up sustainably by one method: long-term demand. That's it. If demand of what's long-term demand? It's demand means I want it. What's long-term demand? It means I want to have this in 5 years from now. So why do you want to own something in 5 years from now? Because you think it's going to be better than 5 years from now. You're a long-term visionary. Yeah, that's it. Literally every asset in the world is like that. Cities are built, property, real estate, stocks, companies. All of these, they only get high valuations over time because of believers, people who believe things are going to get better in 5 years, 10 years, etc. So when you're having this little myopic, let's tug each other off under the table and tell our parents that we're playing in the cubby house when we're just actually just two secret gay kids. When you're doing that and you call yourself a little trench warrior, you're not really a trench warrior. You know what I mean? Like you got a lipstick. You know what I mean? You got a bit too much glitter in the clubhouse to call yourself a trench warrior. And by the way, do I need to remind you? You have Orangey's foot in your mouth and the other Soylana keep clicking PsyOps providers out there. Yes, I'm the LA Vape Cabal. Trust me, you can be in my group too. Just buy this meme coin, which is the 15th meme coin of the day. Yes. So you're not gonna learn until the very, very end. I'm trying to speed run it here for you because I know, friends, I talked to 100 of these kids. two are gonna get it. You know what I mean? We got Victor. Victor's already beating your friends, but just all of it out here. If you're one of the little pimple-faced kids getting rugged on Soylana on the daily, thinking you're gonna keep clicking your way to 100x, well, Victor's already smashed you. Victor's literally just like buying and just holding all the stuff. He's not succumbing to this stuff. So shout out to Victor. Also, Victor was in hospital recently, and the doctor actually told him he had 15 minutes to live. So Victor, you know what? I got to light a candle for you as well, which we'll do right here. Victor, was it you? You told me your mom also watches me. That's why, friends. I run into people all the time and they go, "Huh? My parents love watching you." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh. Did I swear? Sorry, what do I think of the nipple pegging?" It's kind of funny, man. It's just when you think about it. Hey, I'm just going to watch this financial entertainment education. Friends, I'm telling you right now, man. The paradigm of the world, it's flipped, man. It's flipped. We no longer live in this world where everything is like a serious, old middle-aged looking dude with his anchor suit saying, "I give my children plutonium for their baby milk." You know what I mean? Like those black and white wooden TV days. It's totally gone, dude. It's totally gone. Like that's not authentic anymore, because we all know you read from a teleprompter. You have no opinion. You have no soul. You're not even allowed to say anything because you just get paid with whoever the dude's paying you. You know what I mean? Now no one wants that. It's boring now. People want to listen to people who the risk is higher. Yeah, where they got everything on the line. That's why I like for Nick Fuentes, right? Nick Fuentes is dropping the N-word, right? Narrative, if you know what I mean. He's dropping the N-word left and right, and kids are like, "Yeah, he speaks to me," and it's just that's why people just want something different. You know what I mean? It's society, friends. You know what I mean? Like once upon a time, friends, just so everyone knows, Elvis was considered satanic music. Elvis, yes, Elvis, rock and roll was considered the biggest breakaway, and it was seen as like the missile that's destroying society. Yeah, man, Elvis. Now you're looking at Elvis like, oh, that's for old dudes. You know what I mean? That's for jiddos and taters who like, a little less conversation, a little more action. It's kind of funny. Like it's everyone's vibrant being, right? So it's happening right now as well, right? What's happening right now? It's just in the least likely area. It's finance, which you just never would have thought. But hey, we have the technology, right? We built the technology. That's why Satoshi's Bitcoin was a gift to the world. Cranking on through, friends. Back to the satanic stuff. PumpFun has regained market share dominance. It has 91.8% volume. Do you remember, friends? BonkFun, they flipped PumpFun. BonkFun in their launch pad, right? They had, so BonkFun was just orange. Oh yeah, orange dog. Now you get to lose money, but it's a dog theme, right? It's literally true, friends. They had 80% market share. PumpFun went down to 20%. Now it's flipped back again. PumpFun's back up to 91%, and Bonk is down to 0.7%. So there's no new people coming in. There's no new people. They're just finding new ways to gimmick and scam each other, right? Remember, you only make money when new people come in. Yeah. Because of the new people come in, some of them are long-term buyers. They believe, right? It's a cycle of stuff. You know what I mean? So people come in, you need long-term buyers. That's it, right? If you have these short-term 120-minute lifespan stuff, no one wins. No one wins. You know who wins? The people supplying you the token who are dumping on you, right? So long-term believers is how we get there. Memes, cults, religions, and the archetype. Where are we going from here? I've shown you blockchain back. I've shown you Uncle Bobby. Everyone's like moving the goalposts a little bit. But, here's the Ethereum price chart, friends. I think we're still good to go. Hopefully, we do go on to the $7,200 zone. And yeah, man, it's unequivocally true. The 4-year cycle is the final boss. Sorry. I wanted us to be peaking now too. It's just 4-year cycle is the final boss, friends. Remember, we're either going to get one or two scenarios. I told you this a year ago. We get to this end of this year, and one of two things are happening. It's either really good and everyone says it's going to keep going forever. That's what we're hoping, that scenario. We didn't get that scenario. It's never the one we want. Have you noticed? Never. We really wanted, I hope Bitcoin's at 200K by now and everyone's talking about 2 million. Nope. Ethereum's still rubbish. Everything's still rubbish. We've got the other poop scenario where we're dumping. It's garbage still. It's taken forever. And now everyone skits. See what happens. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon.